Okay, so today I'm going to start another topic called substitution, or it is also called substitution rule. So, first of all, I'll explain what is this substitution, and then we'll let you know how to do the configurations and all, and testing part as well, means end user part. Now, so here, start from definition. See, guys, the definition says substitution is a rule defined by a functional consultant which substitute the wrong value. Substitute means, in a different way, you can say replace the wrong value with the right one based on the given criteria. It helps to minimize the possibility of mistake by user. Okay, so first of all, I'll just give a simple example here and then you will be able to understand. Okay, so here, now let's suppose we are having a GL called rent GL. This is a GL number. This is a GL number for rent. Now, what is happening whenever any posting is happening against rent GL? Whenever any posting is happening against rent GL, what will happen? User is going to post the entry, user is going to post the transaction, but now there is a requirement from management. Management is saying that whenever you post any entry against rent GL, then you need to give certain fixed, what to say, narration. Certain narration they have to enter. We are having text field. You know very well that we are having text field. Okay. So what they are saying that, they are saying that like that they are saying, or forget about date, like they are saying that this cannot be a fixed one. Okay. So what they are saying that, so what I am explaining here, let's suppose we are having this corporate office. Whenever we post a rent, a transaction related to rent GL, now is if there is any requirement, or if there is a requirement from management that user must have to enter narration, certain narration, they must have to specify this narration in the text field. Okay, we are not going into details like why they want to maintain and all, because this is none of our business. Okay, now here if they have specified that user must have to specify certain narration while posting any entry against rent GL. So if these kind of requirement is there, then what will happen? The first thing they will do is they will just inform everybody, and strictly they are going to, or they are instructing everybody that strictly they have to follow this rule. There should not be any possibility of mistake. But the problem is, as I said, being a human being, no mistake is happening. 95% of the postings are correct, but again in 5% cases, sometimes user forgotten to give the enter the text and he posted the entry. So again there is a problem. Okay. Again, there is a problem if the entry got posted, but what is happening? The narration is not given. Okay. So once again, once the entry got posted, now narration, if user forgot to give narration and all, then that is a kind of mistake, because management is saying that you must have to enter narration while posting any entry against rent GL. In order to rectify these mistakes, so in 5% of the cases, what is happening? They are making mistake. So in order to rectify these mistakes, management once again, they will come back to the consultant and they will say that these are the things. Okay, these are the things. So what we are going to suggest? Yes, you do one thing. We are going to define a substitution rule, and that substitution rule is going to help you people in which way, that I'll let you know. Let's suppose we are going to give a prerequisites that company code is TM10. If the company code is TM10 and GL number is 4000, then this is your company code, this is your GL number, and this is our text field. So these two we are going to give as a prerequisites, and this we are going to give specify in a different field. How to specify and where to specify, that I'll explain practically. So prerequisites, under prerequisites we are going to give this. If the company code, first of all I'll say that to user that we are going to define a substitution rule. In that substitution rule, how we are going to define substitution rule? In that, like, we have to give prerequisites and GL. But sorry, prerequisites means under prerequisites we are going to give company code and we have to give GL number. So prerequisites means under which circumstances this substitution rule is going to work. So we are going to specify prerequisites that this substitution rule works only if the company code is TM10 and GL number is 4000. So if that is the case, then system is going to do what? Then system is going to update this value automatically in text field. The moment you post any entry against this company code and this GL, then text field will be getting updated automatically. Automatically text field is going to be updated. And even, let's suppose, say for example, in which cases it is going to be updated, I'll just let you know. In case you forgot to enter anything, if you forgot to enter anything, automatically system is going to update the value. Okay, automatically system is going to update the value. Now in case if you have written a wrong value, by mistake you entered the wrong inputs, in that case also what will happen? Automatically system is going to rectify your mistake, and whatever the, as per our substitution rule, it is going to update the fixed text automatically, whichever is required by management. So this is the use of substitution rule, and that's what I was trying to explain. Substitution rule is defined by functional consultant, which substitute, it means which replace the wrong value with the right one, as I said just now, based on the given criteria, okay, based on the given criteria. Based on the given criteria. Now see here, note, validation inform our mistake, whereas substitution rectify the mistake. If you see the difference between validation and substitution, day before yesterday, I taught you people validation. Now in validation, what is happening? Validation generally is going to inform your mistake. Validation is going to inform you mistake that see, boss, you have made the mistake, and it one error message will appear. Okay, one error message will appear, and it will explain you that what mistake you have done. But substitution is going to rectify your mistake, whether you have entered the value or not. It is going to, if you have not entered the value, it is going to enter a right value. If you have entered a wrong value, that is also going to be replaced with a right one. It means the difference between validation and substitution, if somebody asks like what is the difference between validation and substitution, you have to say in a simplest and in one line itself, validation inform our mistake, whereas substitution rectify the mistake. Okay, so uh, this is all about substitution rule. Now I will let you know how to define this substitution rule. Now, so in order to define a substitution rule, we have to use transaction code OBBH. OBBH. Press enter. This is the transaction code to define a substitution rule. Transaction code is OBBH. B for Bombay, guys. If you see the substitution screen, that is quite similar to validation. Very few differences will be there, that I'll let you know what differences will be there. So here also we are going to click on new entry and then give you a company code TM10. Call point, once again I'll repeat call point. Day before yesterday I taught you people validation, there also I explained already call point. Call point means we have to decide the validation or substitution, whatever rule you are going to define, whether it is the fields which involve is at header level or line item level or in complete document. So here I'll just let you know. Let's suppose a rent GL we are going to post by FB60 transaction code. Okay. So where are we going to give this GL? Where are we entering this GL? And where is the text field? The measure is text field. Okay. So here is the FB60 screen. Now if you see the text field, okay, so which text field we want to derive? So I said posting against rent GL. So rent GL we are going to give here at line item level. Okay, and value must be updated against rent GL itself, so that if you see the rent GL, in that narration will appear. So here we are going to give your rent GL, and where the text should appear, you need to click on your right side, scroll it rightwards. See here we are having text field. Okay, if you want to expand it, you can expand it like this. Okay, here is the text field. Now, so this field must be rectified or must be updated with the right value. Okay, so this field is coming at line item level. These areas are called line item, and these areas are called header level. This is called header level, and this is called line item level. Okay, from here till bottom, whatever the things are there, that is line item, and from here itself above this, all areas are called header level. So text field is going to derive in line item, so we are going to give call point. In call point, give line item. It means second. Double click on second, and then press enter button, and then double click on this blank field under substitution. Double click. Once you double click, system is going to take you inside. Now here what we are going to do, so click on substitution. and press enter, and then give a code, press enter, and after that click on steps, insert steps, click on insert steps. So here system is asking what exactly you want to substitute, which field you want to substitute. Okay, which field you want to substitute. So here click on find button and then type I want to substitute text field and press enter. So let's see text is appearing here or not. So it is coming here, text. Double click. Now see here system found the text field here. Double click on this text field. So what we have done, we have and press enter button. So what we have done, we have inserted the fields which we want to be substituted. Okay, now here if you want to give any detail here, you can give details, text derivation or something, and then here click on prerequisites. Prerequisites means under which circumstance, says under which, what to say, condition this substitution rule is going to work. So this is going to work only if the company code is TM10 and GL account is 4000, that is rent GL. So you just click on find button and then type company code once again and press enter. See here company code has appears and the technical name is Bookers. So if you double click on company code, technical name is appearing. It means company code is appearing. So if the company code equals, so click on equals. Okay, we have made a mistake. So we'll do one thing. Okay, now I have deleted. And once again I am going to click on company code. Sorry, company code is already there. This is wrong one. On this company code we have to double click on company code and then click on equals. If the company code equals TM10, TM10 is a constant value, so click on constant and then give TM10, press enter. Okay, and so click on and what, GL. So find out where is the GL. So just G/L, type G/L and press enter. GL is coming. Double click on GL also. GL equals, say for example our GL equals 4000, so click on constant and give your rent GL number is 4000, so give here 4000 and press enter. So in this case only our substitution rule is going to work if the company code equals to TM10 and GL equals to 4000. So if this is the case, if system is going to find these things, if system found that okay, company code is TM10 and GL against which the posting is happening, that is also 4000, then what system is going to substitute? Then click here on substitution. Then system is going to substitute, it means system is going to replace or system is going to update the text field with this value. rent for corporate office. Okay. If above is the case, if the company code is TM10 and GL account is 4000, if that is the case, if posting is happening as per above condition, then what will happen? The text field must be updated. The text field must be updated with this value. So guys, text field we are having two. We are having text field here also and we are having text field here also. Okay. So text field, since we have selected line item, so whatever GL is appearing under line item, sorry, whatever text field is appearing under line item, those text fields are getting updated. So here it is, this text field will be updated. Now, so just, sorry, here we have to just save it. Just save this. So now what we have done with our substitution rule. It means the configuration we have done. Configuration is already done. Now it is getting saved here. So configuration part we have done. The difference between validation and substitution, as I said, like validation inform your mistake, substitution is going to rectify your mistake. While validation, we were having three steps here: prerequisites, and then check and message. Here in substitution rule, we are having prerequisites and substitution, only few steps are there. So these are the differences. Apart from this, procedure to create a substitution rule or to create a validation rule is quite similar. Click on back button, keep on pressing back button so that you come on the main screen, the first screen. This is the first screen. And which substitution we have defined? We have defined TM10. Press enter. So TM10 is appearing here and we need to activate. So activation code is 1. We have to activate also, then only this substitution rule will work. And then save it. Press enter. So we have saved this substitution rule. Now we have to perform testing part. We have to check whether this substitution rule is working or not. So we have to check whether this is working or not. Let me post a transaction and then we'll see whether the text field is getting updated or not. So once again we are going to use FB60 transaction code because this transaction code we have opened before substitution rule. It means substitution rule we have saved just now, but this screen opened before that. So those changes might not appear. So that's what I am going to use FB60 once again. So as an FB60 once again. Now, so here just select your vendor. Wait guys. Okay guys, so here, okay, so recording was not muted, I think. So this much time. Anyway, now, so here what is happening guys, let's suppose now, so I just wanted to perform testing for this substitution, but what is happening, there is an error. Just check the document date is not equals to posting date. It means validation which we have defined, that is also appearing. Validation we defined for what, like invoice date and posting date must be equals. So for that we have defined the validation. So system is checking that one also. Now I'll just give equals, it means 11, and then press enter once again. Press enter once again, and now see here text field got updated automatically. See, the text field got updated automatically. Text field got updated automatically. Press enter. See, text field is getting updated automatically. Okay. Even if you remove also, it will be getting updated the moment you press enter or simulate. I'll press enter once again and see the value is getting updated. Now I'll do one thing. I'll just check one more thing here. By mistake you have given a different, something, or else sometime what is happening, you wanted to type something and by mistake your finger keep on pressing only one button, so it got updated. Even in that case also, if you are going to post or save, or if you press enter, in any case what will happen, system is going to rectify your mistake. See, whatever mistake you are doing, automatically system is going to rectify your mistake once you press enter or simulate button, or if you click on post. So this is the use of substitution rule guys. If you post here, let's suppose that, let me post this, I'll post this entry, press enter. So if you post this entry, automatically system has updated this text field. If you want to see the balance, you can check balance also, there also this text field will be updated and it will appear automatically. So that's all in this session guys. That's all in substitution. The entry got posted here, and if you see FBL3 and report, I'll just show you guys here. If you see FBL3 and report for against your GL, give the GL number 4000 here, GL number 4000, and then click on execute. Click on execute button. Now see here. So what is the document which we have posted today? We'll see posting date or document date 11. So click on posting date and make it like this. Okay, this is the date for which we have posted, and see here it got updated. This one got updated. Previously whatever these things are there, this text we have given manually, but this text got updated automatically because this text I have given manually, that's what it is getting updated. For this we have not given anything, so nothing is updated, but from here onwards what will happen, it will get updated automatically. Why? Because we have defined the substitution rule. So guys, for testing purpose, what you have to do, you define the substitution rule, test it and deactivate once again. Deactivate means remove this one and save it. Okay, once your testing performed, then why to keep unnecessary things, you can deactivate. Even validation also, since I given a different document date and posting date, it thrown error, isn't it? So even validation also, you once the testing is completed, the transaction code is OB28/N OB28. Once the testing part is completed, once you found that it is working perfectly, then you deactivate that one also, so that if there is, because if there is any sort of differences between The document date here also, that is also I'm going to deactivate. It means remove one and then save it. So this will be deactivated. Because if you keep any differences will be, if any differences are there between document date and posting date, then what will happen? System will throw error. So you have to rectify the mistake. Okay. So once the testing part is done, then you need to deactivate so that later on you won't be facing any problem. Now there are some question here. Substitution can be used for changing the nature of account if we have entered wrongly by mistake. Instead of using expense account, if we use revenue account, or what particular situation substitution can be used. See guys, substitution, like, I'll tell you one thing here. Whenever there is a requirement to derive any value in any field automatically, then we are going to use substitution rule. Okay. Whenever there is any rule, whenever there is any requirement that I want to derive a particular field with this fixed value, then we are going to write a substitution. Whether it is a revenue GL, whether it is expense GL, whether it is balance sheet GL, whatever it is, we are not going to do, and we have nothing to do with that, right? We have received the requirement that kindly derive reference field with so and so value. We are going to write a substitution rule. Okay. Who is going to decide prerequisites and all? It's a client who is going to decide the prerequisites. They will say that this substitution rule should work only if the company code is this and document type is this, or else this substitution rule works only if the company code is this, GL number is this substitution rule works only if the company code is XYZ and this particular vendor number. So they are going to decide the prerequisites also. You will be getting all this data, and then based on that we have to define the substitution rule. Okay. And even let's suppose in some of the cases, like whatever substitution rule I have defined as of now. So sometimes client forget to mention the what is the prerequisites, or else they don't know what is this prerequisites. So we are going to get the clarifications and all. Okay, this substitution rule we are going to define. Your reference field will get updated automatically, but under which circumstances you want to update to this, you want this reference field should be updated. So then they will come to know that, okay, he is asking under which condition. So they will say, yes, condition is the reference field must be updated, but there is a condition. So what is that condition? That condition will be treated as a prerequisites. So whatever condition, they will say that condition is company code should be XYZ, vendor number should be ABC, or GL number should be ABC, whatever they are going to give, those things we are going to specify under prerequisites. And whichever field they are saying that this field should derive with this fixed value, those we are going to specify under substitution. Okay.